was born into the midnight with a veil across my eyes, thinking that the shadows were the only kind of prize. I was stumbling through the alley, I was tripping on the stone, in a world of many people, but feeling all alone. I was a slave to the unseen, a slave to the what if, hanging on to darkness like a man upon a cliff. But then the light of the world came walking down my street, and he put the dust of heaven on the ground beneath my feet. Oh, I was blind, but now I'm looking at the sun. I'm seeing all the victory that my Jesus is gone and done. The cross was the opening, the blood was the sight, turning every shade of gray into a holy burning bright. Mighty is the Savior, and His mercy is my guide. I'm walking in the brilliance with nothing left to hide. He didn't need no surgery, he didn't need no knife. He just whispered, see, and he brought me back to life. Now I see the colors of His mercy and His grace, shining like a rainbow all across the Father's face. I am full of the vision, I am right in the truth. He's given me the wisdom and the beauty of a youth. No more darkness, no more stumbling in the night, for the morning star is leading me into the perfect light. When the world starts a-pointing and the whispers start to rise, and I'm looking at my failure with a pair of teary eyes, when the enemy is shouting that I haven't got a chance, and he's doing a victory, you messed up kind of dance. I feel like a slave to the mistake, a slave to the once more, just a shivering and shaking on a cold and lonely floor. But then I see my lawyer standing right beside the throne, saying, Father, this one's covered, and this one isn't my own. Oh, I've got an advocate, and he never lost a case. He's pleading for my spirit with a look of holy grace. Oh, the cross was his argument, the blood was his proof. He's the only one who's standing for the soul that needs the truth. Oh, mighty is my Jesus, and he's the brightness in the law, cleaning up the spirit from every single flaw. He don't look at my record, he looks at his own scars, and he says it is finished. To the moon and to the stars, now the accuser's got a hush, for the blood has had its say, and the sun is coming now to start a brand new day. Oh, I am full of the confidence, I am right in the King. I'm gonna let my spirit and my voice together sing. Oh, ooh, mighty is the Savior, and his sacrifice is wide. I'm resting in the shadow of the advocate's side. Oh, oh, oh. The clouds were getting heavy, and the wind began to howl, and the spirit of the storm had a dark and angry scowl. The rain was like a hammer, and the lightning was a spear, and I was just a slave to the shaking and the fear. I looked for a shelter, but the houses were of sand, crumbling to nothing in the palm of my own hand. But then I saw a rock, and it was cleft right down the side, a place for a weary soul to run away and hide. Oh, Jesus is the rock, and he's the brightness in the rain. He's the only holy shelter for the sorrow and the pain. The cross was the anchor, and the blood was the shield, the only place in glory where the broken heart is healed. He's mighty, he's powerful, he's the master of the sea. I'm sitting in the safety that the Savior made for me. The waves can keep on crashing, and the thunder can keep on rolling, but the master of the universe is the one who's in control. I'm full of the resting in the hollow of the Father's mighty palm. Almighty is the Savior, and His love is like a wall. He's never gonna let His little children ever fall. I'm a soulful hearted singer in the middle of the gale, because the love of Jesus is a love that cannot fail. I was just a lump of clay, sitting in the muddy ground. No shape and no purpose, and no beauty to be found. I was a slave to the ordinary, a slave to the earth, never even knowing what a soul could be worth. But then the potter found me, and he sat me on his wheel, and I felt the pressure of a love that was for real. He began to turn the table, and he began to use his hand to make a vessel out of something that was nothing more than sand. Oh, he's molding me in mercy, he's shaping me in grace, he's putting all his beauty in a dark and dusty place. The cross was the furnace, the blood was the glaze, to make me a masterpiece for all of my days. He's mighty, he's holy, he's the brightness in the clay. I'm being made for glory in a soulful kind of way. Sometimes the spinning makes me dizzy, and the pressure makes me cry, but I'm looking at the vision in the potter's holy eye. He's taking out the pebbles and he's working out the air, because he wants to make a vessel that can handle every prayer. I am full of his design now. I am right in his touch. I never knew a savior could love a lump of clay so much. Mighty is the master, and his sacrifice is long. Strong. The brown rose easy, and the brown road was wide, with plenty of room for all my vanity and pride. I was a slave to the crowd, a slave to the fame, walking with a million folks who didn't know my name. But then I saw a narrow path with a gate made out of wood, and I heard a voice a-calling that I finally understood. It wasn't paved with silver, and it wasn't paved with gold, but it led to a story that was waiting to be told. Oh, I'm walking on the narrow road, and I'm feeling mighty light, following the Savior who is the brightness in my night. The cross is the signpost, the blood is the way, leading me out of the night into the day. Mighty is my Jesus, and his power is my soul. I'm finally on the road where I truly do belong. Sometimes the path is rocky, and sometimes the path is steep, but I've got a shepherd who is guarding all his sheep. He's the brightness in the valley, he's the light upon the hill, and I'm walking in the center of his holy, perfect will. I am full of the courage, I am right in the faith, following the Spirit in the holy words he said. Mighty is a Savior, and his sacrifice is grand. I'm just a soulful traveler in the hollow my failure with a pair of teary eyes. When the enemy is shouting that I haven't got a chance, and he's doing a victory, you messed up kinda dance. I feel like a slave to the mistake, a slave to the once more, just a shivering and shaking on a cold and lonely floor. But then I see my lawyer standing right beside the throne, saying, Father, this one's covered and this one is my own. Oh, I've got an advocate and he never lost a case. He's pleading for my spirit with a look of holy grace. The cross was his argument, the blood was his proof. He's the only one who's standing for the soul that needs the truth. My mighty is my Jesus, and he's the brightness in the law, cleaning up the spirit from every single flaw. He don't look at my record, he looks at his own scars, and he says it is finished. To the moon and to the stars. Now the accuser's gotta hush, for the blood has had its say, and the sun is coming out to start a brand new day. I am full of the confidence, I am right in the King. I'm gonna let my spirit and my voice together sing. Mighty is the Savior and his sacrifice is wide. I'm resting in the shadow of the advocate's side. The clouds were getting heavy, and the wind began to howl, and the spirit of the storm had a dark and angry scowl. The rain was like a hammer, and the lightning was a spear, and I was just a slave to the shaking and the fear. I looked for a shelter, the houses were of sand, crumbling to nothing in the palm of my own hand. But then I saw a rock, and it was cleft right down the side, a place for a weary soul to run away and hide. Oh, Jesus is the rock, cannot fail.